welcome to the video, and today we're going to open the 2 spotlight decks for Secrets of Power. We have Padme and Chancellor Palpatine as the 2 leaders. Okay, so in it you have a pack for the set. You get some paper tokens, cardboard tokens, something like that. And then down here, there's lots of cardboard in the way. You have the actual deck itself in this paper wrapping. Okay, so we have the Padme leader right here. When you reveal or discard one or more cards from your hand, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, deal damage to a unit. We have a green standard 30 HP base. And then on the back, it has the deck list. So, yep, it tells you all the cards. There's more rares in this set, which is nice. And then some of the, next to the numbers, in the little like gray oval, next to numbers, there can be like a asterisk or like a little star. And it just tells you that the card is from a previous set. Then it has some spy tokens right here that you can make during gameplay. And then some experience tokens, which the experience token art in this set I think is really good art. And then on the back of one of the spy tokens is Padme deck tips and tricks. I don't know if you can read that, but I think it's good that they're starting to give you tips and tricks cards, because it'll help new players understand how to play the deck. So we got Season's Fleet Admiral rare, a Naboo Royal Starship. Looks pretty good card. We get the Mon Mothma. It's pretty cool too. The Moral Authority. Dismantle the Conspiracy. And then let me check the deck list. I think that's all of the rares that we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 5 rares. All right here. Okay, so here's all the cards. They're not really organized because they run out of space, but these 5 right here are the rares. I think these rares are actually pretty good. We'll have to see about the Seasoned Fleet Admiral. He's never been like amazing, but with how this set seems like he's going to be played, I think he could be good. And they definitely seem to build this deck with some pretty good power, and then it obviously shows off all the stuff for the new set with a lot of disclose to use Padme's ability and also plot. Yeah, they have lots of plot cards too. Plot. So yeah, that is the Padme deck. I think overall this deck is pretty good. Okay, next we have the Chancellor Palpatine Spotlight deck. Just open it up. And this is same as before. We have a deck. This one's like wrinkled or scratched or something. Go right across here. I don't know if you see it. Yeah, a little bit. They're like scratched something. I'm not going to open these 2 packs on this video because I'm going to make a 2-pack video with the new set cards. So maybe hit that subscribe button to see when that comes out. And then if you've never heard of 2-pack or don't know how to play it, there'll be a video card that'll pop up in one of those corners, and it'll be in the description. All right, so okay, we have Chancellor Palpatine. Pay 1, exhaust. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for a card that has plot, reveal it, and draw it. And then once you're at 7, you can deploy him, and then he makes the next card you play this phase with plot. Cost 3 less. And then where's the Padme base? This might be the same base. It is. So both the Padme and Chancellor Palpatine deck came with the Senate Rotunda base, which I think is actually pretty neat. I'm not upset about it at all by any means, because they're both obviously in the Senate Rotunda. Palpatine, tips and tricks, spy tokens, experience tokens, and then we'll get started with the deck. Major parts of Gaz. I do think this rare will actually be pretty good in the right deck. Palpatine, Nuke Gunray, Vice Admiral Rampart, and you cannot forget the tragedy of Plagueis, of course. Yeah, these ones, if we're going based off the rares alone, I think might be less powerful than Padme's rares that she got. But I do think these are good. Like this one, plot when played if you control a leader unit. Create 2 spy tokens and give those 2 tokens Sentinel for the phase. Definitely think it's good. Can protect your leader. Major Partigraz gets +2/+2 for each time an official unit attacks a friendly one. Nuke Gunray is a 3-cost 3/4 grit. When played / on attack, may give another friendly official unit Sentinel for this phase. I don't think it's terrible. Stats are pretty good and he has grit. Vice Admiral Rampart, 4-cost 3/6 on attack, may disclose double command and villain. If you do, give an experience token to each of up to 2 other units. Not bad. And then we got Tragedy of Plagueis from last set. Not last. Yeah. When has become now. The 1-cost play a card with plot from your resources. Put the top card of your deck into play as a resource. So this is the only time that I'm aware of that you can play plot cards, not when you are deploying a leader. Little side note, you do not get a resource from it if you don't play the plot card, because technically if you don't have a plot card in your resources, you could still play this card and get a free resource for 1. But they have errated the cards, so you only get the resource if you played the plot card. So yeah, looking at this, it looks very interesting. It looks like it has lots of experience tokens. So I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, because you can definitely buff up your units, and plot cards generally look like they're a little bit understated just slightly, which makes sense for them being able to play played multiple times, either from your hand or from your resources when you play a leader. So that could be good to buff them up. I definitely think the Padme one is better overall, but this deck still looks good and it still looks pretty beginner friendly. The only thing I'd be worried about is this deck only comes with 2 experience tokens. So if you're like an absolute beginner and you just bought this box and then sat down to play at a tournament, you'd probably run out of XP. So, which isn't like terrible. You could probably just borrow some from someone. But I do think the Padme one is probably better overall. I like a lot of the cards in this deck. I just don't think I prefer this deck's style, so it might just be me. I'm not much of a villain player, but they both look good. All right, so that is it for our video opening the 2 Spotlight decks. Be sure to subscribe to see when I open these 2 packs for a 2-pack video, and to know when future content releases, and we'll see you next time.